Hi friends, it's Miss Karen. How are you? Today we're going to have a read aloud and we are studying some important people. And this month our important person is Martin Luther King Jr. Today we're going to read a book. The title of the book is Happy Birthday, Martin Luther King. The title tells us what the book is about, and this book is about a man named Martin Luther King Jr. He is no longer alive, but every year people in America celebrate his birthday because he was such an important man. Right here in the background, this is a picture of Martin Luther King Jr. right here. He was a real person who lived at a time when your grandparents were probably very young. In this book, we see drawings of him, but he was a real person. The author of the book is Jean Marzollo, and Jean Marzollo wrote the words in this book also. The illustrator's name is J. Brian Pinkney, and he drew the pictures of the book. Martin Luther King Jr. helped many people learn to treat each other with respect. Then make a connection to respect in your own classroom. If we do that, we can say Martin Luther King Jr., the man on the cover of our book, worked hard all of his life to help people learn to treat each other with respect. And that means he wanted everyone to be nice to each other and treat each other fairly. What are some of the things we do in our classroom that make sure everyone treats each other with respect? I know. How about that when we get in line to wash our hands, we don't jump in front of each other. We get in line nicely and we wait till the first person goes, and when they're done, then the next person goes. We share, we take turns, we say please and thank you, and we don't say mean things to hurt each other. So we do show each other respect in this classroom. Martin Luther King Jr. helped a lot of people learn how to treat each other with respect. And I want you to listen while I read Happy Birthday, Martin Luther King, to find out why we celebrate Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday every year, and to find out what Martin Luther King Jr. did to help people learn to treat each other with respect. Again, I'm going to show you his picture. Here he is, and I'm going to put him right here on the board for us to see while I'm reading the book. Okay. First off, I'm going to show you a picture of the book that says Happy Birthday, Martin Luther King Jr. The first picture it says, since Martin Luther King had the same name as his father, we call him Martin Luther King Jr., so that we know that there are two different people. He is the younger Martin Luther King, so he is a junior. So that's his dad, and that's Martin Luther King Jr. right here, if you can see that. And we're going to turn to the next page. And here is a picture of Martin Luther King helping this sick woman right here. And Martin was very kind and nice, and he helped people who were sick feel better by visiting them. And when someone does something nice for someone else, we call it an act of kindness. In this picture, Martin Luther King is being kind, and he is doing something nice by visiting this woman who is sick. It's very nice. Let's keep reading to find out what other acts of kindness Martin Luther King Jr. did. In the next picture, okay, Martin Luther King Jr. is helping these two boys. See, this is Martin Luther King Jr., and he's helping these two boys solve a problem and get along. He wants them to solve their problem peacefully. That means he wants them to be nice and talk calmly to each other to solve a problem. These boys are shaking their hands because they have agreed to get along and be peaceful. Martin Luther King Jr. helped a lot of people solve their problems peacefully, even adults. Have you ever helped someone solve a problem peacefully? Think about it. Maybe you did. Okay. We are going to go to the next picture. And all of these people that you see in this picture, see all the people? All these people wanted justice. And justice means that everything is fair. So all of these people wanted everything to be fair for all people. They're all marching together with Martin Luther King Jr. And they are marching for justice with Martin Luther King Jr. This person right here, this is Martin Luther King Jr., okay? The picture shows, let's turn the page, and this is Martin Luther King, and he is giving a speech, and all these people came to hear him. The picture shows Martin Luther King Jr. giving a speech to many, many people. Here is Martin Luther King Jr. talking to everyone. Right here. And here are all the people. Some of them are holding signs. And the signs say that they want everyone to be nice to each other and to be treated fairly. Martin Luther King Jr. told all of these people about how he hoped people everywhere would learn to live together without being mean to one another. And that is a very important message. Let's go to the next page. This is the last page, and I'm going to show this to you. This picture. We celebrate Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday because all of the acts of kindness he did for people, like solving problems and helping making things fair. The children in this picture are celebrating Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday with a cake. He helped many, many people. Remember, in our book, we heard the word peaceful. And peaceful means nice and calm. So I just want you to be aware of who Martin Luther King Jr. is and what he did for people. And this is his picture. I'm going to show you again. And we all celebrate his birthday. In fact, his birthday is coming up in January. And I believe that's a day that we don't have school. Thanks for joining, friends. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.